Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. You must have watched by now, if you were not part of yesterday's program. But if you have not, if you did not see it, you can go to our YouTube page on YouTube/Channels Web, and you can watch it. The conversation with the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai. The federal government has been responding to him, and the state government is getting a robust response also to him tonight. But before we get into that, let me tell you what has been happening also in the APC. This time around, trouble seems to be brewing from Zamfara State. Well, a former federal lawmaker and the former Tinubu Shetima campaign coordinator in Zamfara State, Senator Kabiru Marafa, has formally confirmed his resignation from the APC. Senator Marafa announced the decision in a text message which he shared with Channels Television, saying the move followed consultation with his political structure last week. In another communique and a statement released, his loyalists accused the APC of injustice, neglect, and deliberate marginalization of Zamfara State, while also raising alarm over the worsening security situation that has placed the state at the top of Nigeria's kidnapping chart. Let's speak with the man in the center of this, Senator Kabiru Marafa, a one-time advocate and the pusher for Bola Tinubu presidency, as now says he's moving out of that camp. Senator Marafa is live for us virtually from Kaduna. Thanks so much, Senator, for joining us tonight. Can you hear me, Senator?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Fantastic. It's good to have you on the program tonight.
Thank you for having me, Sean.
Yeah. What is going on? One will imagine that you are one of the leaders of the APC in Zamfara State. You led the Tinubu campaign in Zamfara State, and all of a sudden, it does look like some people are saying in your state that you are unable to benefit, or you didn't get the kind of attention you wanted from the president, and that's why 2 years after the election, you are jumping ship. Is that the case? I understand that Senator Kabiru Marafa has since rejoined us, and maybe for a moment, the technical bandits will not be able to take hostage of the network this time, and we might be able to speak with him. Senator Marafa, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now, Sean. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Senator, is it fair, though? You campaigned vigorously for President Bola Tinubu. You told all your supporters to work for him. But because you could not get what you wanted for your personal benefit, that's at least what some of your critics are saying in Zamfara. And that's the reason, because you wanted something, but you could not get it. Then the next thing you did was to jump ship. Is that fair?
Thank you very much, my friend, my son, Seun Okimbole. And thank you also very much for acknowledging the fact that I worked vigorously to ensure the success of Mr. President in the 2023 general elections in Zamfara State. Thank you also very much for alluding to the fact that because I didn't get what I want, I jumped ship. I want to ask you, is politics slavery? Why do you think I'm in politics? Why is Mr. President himself in politics? If Mr. President didn't get the opportunity he got now to be the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, would he have been able to allocate the resources as we saw in 3 or 4 days daily trust of allocating 3-point-something trillion naira to Lagos State? Would he have been able to appoint the number of aides from Lagos State where he lost the election and he won in Zamfara State? I don't know. What is politics all about? I'm not in politics to serve anybody. My parents were not slaves. I have never been a slave to anybody. I am in politics to impact on the lives of my people. And I cannot do it, or I can only do that if I am able to hold a position where I can help my people. And that is the hallmark of politics, and nobody can intimidate me about not getting what you want, whether it is for selfish or whatever reason. I am tested and trusted. I have been around. This is not the first time I'm going to hold a political appointment in Nigeria. I was a commissioner in my state, and the records are there. What I did is there. If I use the commissionership to advance my own selfish interest, the for state people would be able to say. I was chairman of Federal College of Education, Yola, and I was a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for 8 years, and I represented my people in the Harlem chambers. And what I did is there for everybody to see. If I use it to advance my own selfish interest, then the Zamfara state people would be in a better position
so
to see.
Let me jump in quickly. You wanted, your group is saying there's only one minister from Zamfara, and that's the former governor. And there are those who say Marafa also wants to be minister. Is that what you wanted? Were you able to put these requests to the president directly?
The Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria said every state must be represented in the Federal Executive Council. That is to say, there must be at least one minister from each of the states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But that is the minimum the Constitution talked about. And what we are saying here, in the whole 7 states of Northwest, Mr. President was able to secure victory in only Jigawa and Zamfara states. And what we have seen now is Mr. President, even in our own zone, giving most of the state two ministerial slots, while we were left with only a pittance, of Minister of State in defense. And don't forget, the person they made the Minister of State, if not because of the baggages he comes along with to the district, was a 12 years member of Federal House of Representatives, and 4 years governor of Zamfara State. Mr. Shaun, we felt slighted by that position, regardless of who it is given to. We felt the efforts we put, to secure victory for Mr. President, deserves a cabinet portfolio for Zamfara State. And many heads of agencies. Now, compare this, like I said, with Lagos State. Mr. President lost Lagos State. How many slots did Lagos State got? Now, take Ogun, for instance. How many slots has Ogun State? So, what we are saying, looking at the treatment method on Mala Nasir El-Rufai, looking at the treatment now method on Mr. Abdullahi Ganduje, looking at the treatment that method on me, we now are convinced that Mr. President, is a use and dump leader. And that is just what I said. And that is just what I mean. And that is the truth about it, Mr. Chairman. Anybody can call me with any name, but I am in politics to get positions.
Senator,
in politics to impact on the lives of my people.
Senator.
Comfort and comfortable.
Yeah. Senator, there is, we understand now that Senator Yari, who even was on the other side of the divide during the National Assembly politics, is now with the president and is also leading the state and the region as far as those who are supporting President Bola Tinubu is concerned. And those who say, in fact, the Minister of Information yesterday reeled out all of the benefits that the Bola Tinubu government has served every region, every state of the Federation. And he said this government has been very fair to all and sundry. Now, the question is that the accusation from your own people is that Marafa is of selfish interest. What he wants is a personal interest, and that is what he's chasing. If he doesn't have it, if he cannot get it, then he wants to bring down the house.
Thank you very much. Let me start with the Minister of Information. I was not privileged to hear what the Minister of Information said. But I hope he has been able to tell Nigerians maybe the entire sector, maybe like the Northwest geopolitical zone has been able to corner because Mr. President has appointed all their sons and daughters into that sector. Like we have seen how he has been able to corner the whole of the financial sector of Nigeria to just one particular tribe in Nigeria. I hope he has been able to say that. Unless he is able to say that, then all he is saying is one section of the country is given crumbs, while the other section of the country is given the party bonds. Now, if you take what do you call it, the entire economic sector, CBN, FRS, customs, pension fund, accounting general's office, everything is from one particular geopolitical zone. So that is all I have to say to the Minister of Information. I didn't hear what he said, but we know what we have gotten in the Northwest, and we know what the Southwest geopolitical zone has gotten in terms of that, and the rest is for Nigerians to now judge and hear. Then about Yari, I am, with due respect to him, I'm not the kind of politician he is. Mr. Yari was in the National Assembly, the Senate, for the first time, and contested for the Senate presidency. And when he lost, I think that is what you will call personal interest. He was calling the president. I didn't know that I was contesting with Ebola. There was nothing he didn't call Mr. President. But because he has this pedigree, of one of how to get monies, from the state coffers. I don't want to go into personal details, but what he is doing, Mr. Yari cannot do less than what he is doing today. What he is doing is what you can call a personal interest. I have never been a person like him, and today he is back in the corridors of powers. He is back in the with the president. Even when the president knows exactly what Mr. Yari did to him in 2019 and how I fought Yari for and on behalf of both Mr. President and the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, and how Mr. Yari treated me because of Mr. President today, that was the party leader in 2019. I was denied almost everything because I was fighting to protect the interests of APC. Everybody in Nigeria knew when the APC now zoned the Senate presidency that time to Northeast. And Mr. Yari then, as the chairman of Governors Forum, at the 11th hour, after discussing with Buhari, after the agreement with APC, turned back to renege and turned back on his on APC. I was the only lone figure that was fighting, the system in the National Assembly. At great personal risk and everything, but I did it. I defended the APC. I lost my seat because of that. Mr. President today, Tinubu, knows what happened exactly. He had to intervene at various points. He had to call Yari to ask him to do this, and Mr. Yari will tell him yes, and at the end of the day, he will not do it. So I don't care what name anybody gives me, but let me make this point very, 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 very clear to everybody that I am in politics to hold position to be able to help my own people.
And Senator, you don't care when people accuse you that you're a selfish politician. You don't care that kind of appellation.
I don't care.
That you're in politics for selfish reason.
What matters to me, Sheon, is who I am internally, and I am the one that knows who I am. And by the special grace of God, people are not animals. They are watching, they are seeing. They said action speaks louder than voice. My records are there. As a senator for just 8 years, the records held by Mr. Matawale, Mr. Yari in the first state, they are all there. Now, whether I am a selfish politician in the eyes of outsiders, it doesn't shake my coat.
But what is your movement away from the APC? What are the implications? Because there are those who also say you are a lightweight. It doesn't matter that there are those who say you're a lightweight, politically speaking, that there are no implications of you moving out of the APC.
Thank God. I think that is exactly what I want to hear from people. That is why I moved out, so that we would be able to see in 2027 whether I'm a lightweight or a heavyweight. And we would be able to see that whether the people that are there, on whom Mr. President thinks, those that can deliver the first state for him, or even the Northwest, now we are going to see. So I like that name, and like I told you, people's comment doesn't shake my coat. I don't care what they say.
So are you going to the PDP now? Is that where you're headed? Are you headed to the PDP?
Come again?
Are you going to the PDP? Is that your destination?
Mr. Sheon, you see, I have been in the trenches now for 6 years, courtesy of APC, because all I did in defense of APC. So I've been in the trenches for 6 years now, and I felt it is now time for me to come out, draw the battle line so that I would know who my adversaries are, and they would know who they are facing. Let us face one another, and let the Zamfara State people judge who is that. Then, what do you call it? On which party I'm going into. Now, already the APC is planting landmines everywhere in the political parties, waiting for people, that well-meaning people that want to defend their people, that want to advance the cause of their people, to come in, and they will engage them in unnecessary fight in the parties. So that is why we said we are not in a hurry. There is still time.
All right.
We are going to study the position, study the political parties, study the members that are in the political parties before we take a final decision on our next line.
Senator,
and let me tell you,
just hold on a moment, Senator. We need to go on a break. But when we come back, more on these conversations with Mr. Ben Kure here in on the matter of Kaduna, and of course, Senator Kabiru Marafa on his anger. He's visibly angry with his former principal, President Bola Tinubu, about what he says he could not get. Now, he's out of the game. He's probably never going to get it. We'll be right back after this break, everyone. Join us again. Thank you so much, everyone. Our closing moments now with Senator Kabiru Marafa. Senator, you've made up your mind. You are leaving. And those who said either you leave or not, the assurance of Bola Tinubu winning Zamfara and also winning re-election in 2027 is guaranteed. Those are some of the feelers from your home state.
Thank you very much, Sean. Like I told you earlier, I don't care what people say. I don't care what how people describe me. The most important thing to me is who I am and what I can do. And I have proven my point. I have said something during the 2023. Let me put it this way. Mr. President is comfortable, having people with a lot of baggages around him. And the people of the North and the Northwest, indeed, knows who these people are. That is why you said maybe Mr. Yari is there to do his bidding, buying rice and everything. But fact of the matter is Yari was offended when he came into the Senate and the contested for the Senate presidency, but he could not do what I have done today because he has a lot of baggages that if he does what I have done today, he will not spend the next 7 days seeing the light of the day. You also know what happened to Mr. Matawalle at the inception of the government. Now the president has to come back, had to come down very, very heavy on the former EFCC chairman to the extent of sacking him, to shield Mr. Matawalle from the baggage he was carrying. Now, whether Mr. President would win or not is a question of sin, but I want to assure you something today. I am going to deduct 1 million votes out of Mr. President's votes that he got in 2023. Mark my words. I am going to do it. I'm going to work for it. And by the special grace of God, I'm going to win that. Now, whether somebody says I'm a featherweight, I'm a lightweight, whatever I am, now 2027 is going to determine who is a featherweight. And again, let me tell you, now in 2023, just to tell you the level at which our politics come up today, because of the heavy disenchantment of the people, all people, anybody that you can call of substance in the Zamfara state, were on one side. And Dauda, who has never been in politics except in 2023, was able to secure victory against all of us. Four former governors, how many senators, how many members of representatives, and this is the same type of sentiment that people canvassed at that time, that who is Dauda? Dauda cannot do anything, Dauda is this, Dauda is that. Now, the only election that we were able to win was that of Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and courtesy of the message we took to the people that Mr. President promised that he was going to change the reward system of the APC. But because people were not happy with the tail end of Buhari's government. And Mr. President promised us that he was going to kill all the monkeys, that the concept of monkey they walk baboon they talk, Mr. President was going to eradicate it. Only for him to now come and entrench it, institutionalize it, and it becomes the state policy of the APC. So, for avoidance of any doubt, Zamfara state politics has come of age, and the Zamfara state people can differentiate the chaff and the grain. When the time comes in 2027, they are going to do justice. And the people of Northwest, in particular, are not going to forget this, what do you call it, this selective thing that Mr. President has done, where, like I told you, if you look at the allocation of Southwest, you look at the offices given to the Southwest and everything, to the disadvantage of the Northwest that cast the votes. We are going to...
Senator, we are out of time, but thank you so much indeed. Senator Kabiru Marafa, a former federal lawmaker, a former supporter of Bola Tinubu, a former APC member, now partyless, is in the dungeon of nowhere as far as political participation and membership is concerned. But thank you so much. It's good to see you, Senator Marafa.
Thank you very much, Sean.
I appreciate it.
Good to have you.
Thank you.